Yeah, Gen Con.
On Monday. No, are we going to film on that night? Because I
No,
thought that was a day of travel.
We will be at Gen Con.
Oh shit! This would be like the perfect opportunity for us to do like TikToks and be like, "Yeah, I landed in Gen Con. We're in Indianapolis. Yeah."
No, we can totally start doing the whole TikTok thing at Gen Con. You know, that's what we should do. We should just wait.
Just at the conventions, and that's what
just
we do.
at conventions, because otherwise, like we started the TikTok thing because we thought we might try it. And we put up what one video.
We've got ideas for videos, but it's like, who has the time, you know?
And the props.
And the budget.
And honestly, I need to find somebody that short who's willing to let me throw them. Like, I'm not an asshole. I'm not actually going to ask people I know if they're willing to let me dress them like a halfling so I can toss them for a commercial. That's not cool.
So what you do is, that's a two-part green screen. One part of the green screen is you doing a throw. And the other part is another person, but their video is shrunk down so they look like a halfling. And you're green screen the two videos together so it looks like you're throwing them.
Yeah, I don't... Okay.
I don't know how to do it either. But
you know what?
That's like a Fiverr project.
Creamy Dream versus more DACA? Huh. That's definitely Orcs versus who the fuck knows. Or Apocalypse Cowlord, which is definitely Chaos versus Dusundar. Okay, so which one do you want? Because the other two are fake.
I guess we're going to go with the 0-0 because
0-0.
That is what's going on.
Welcome to Monday Night Blood Bowl,
live on YouTube, home of the OrKK.
Sponsored by OrKK.
In OrKK Vision.
OrKK, the brand you believe in. Remember, if you need it made, think OrKK.
You remember back in the day when you'd go out and you suddenly needed a tool or an object and you just didn't have it? OrKK remembers.
OrKK remembers.
And I think I'll end the parody there because I don't want to be sued by the cookie people.
Oh. You see, every time I think of OrKK, I think of the Red Green Show. Oh, nice! Chaos Dwarves with a chainsaw. And really just began. It is turn one.
Turn one.
Offense has not picked up the ball on their turn. But we're on offense turn two, so let's see what happens. We got a block.
So that's Chaos versus Chaos Dwarves.
Yeah. So this is going to be a bloody match.
This is less about the bowl and more about the blood.
One can hope. They're both... Okay, so... Actually, this is interesting, because one is a very high armor team, and the other one is, well, designed to cut through armor.
With a chainsaw. Yeah, take that.
Because Chaos is really good at injuring things. Like, it's kind of their thing.
Chaos Dwarves are also proficient, and look at some of the levels on the Chaos Beastmen.
Yeah, this is a high-value match. Yay. I mean, you can tell that they're both competent coaches because the ball is on the ground for turn two, and Chaos Dwarves was not able to capitalize on that.
Well, they're too slow to anyway. I mean,
but he keeps covering the field before he attempts to pick up the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid strategy.
Of course it's a valid strategy. It's covering the field, man! It's covering the field.
Field of dreams.
Wrong sport.
No, there's always dreams. It doesn't matter what the field is. If you build it, he will come.
That same author wrote a book I read in middle school, which I just thought was so fucking amazing. But every time I tried to describe it to somebody, I sounded like a crazy person.
What, Fight Club?
Actually, no. I never actually read Fight Club. The movie was amazing, but I never read it. No, it was called the Iowa Baseball Confederacy. And at this point, I'm still not even going to try to describe it.
Sounds like it's about baseball.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do with a little bit of block.
It was about a exhibition game played by the 1908 Yankees. Or Chicago Cubs, the ones that won the World Series that year. The last year they won the World Series until, like, the 90s. Like, yeah. Yeah, it was the 1908 Chicago Cubs. They did White Sox? I forget. Bear with me, it's been a while since middle school since I read the book. But, like, it was the year they won. But according to this one dude who was obsessed with the idea that they played an exhibition game against a small town corn league that went for like 3 months.
I saw this movie.
Really?
Different sport, but
It was like 3 months. I keep on saying though, if they do a Blood Bowl version of baseball, they should do it for 40K. I want to see the Tao pitcher. He'll be an aircast.
I just imagine it'll look like a GW sci-fi version of a pitching robot.
No, that would be the Mars people. Oh, that was dangerous.
Oh, and that did not pay off.
Unless you have blocked. You have blocked, my friend. Yeah, actually...
That's a straight POW. Block does shit.
Well, no, the opponent gets to pick, which means it's either an arrow...
Oh, right. I was thinking about it backwards.
Yeah. So it's an arrow.
That's something.
Actually, I'm shocked he didn't take block, because his opponent doesn't have it. Unless he just wants to move the Minotaur.
Hard to say.
I think he just wanted to move the Minotaur.
Oh! Never a good time for one of those.
Never.
You gonna re-roll that?
Nope.
He's got 3.
He's already used his reroll this turn. No, he hasn't. You're right. He just let it go. Well, you know what? Sometimes you let a skull go. And you end up
they only have 3 for the half. And
you end up with a knock the fuck out hobgoblin.
But here's what you do. Well, here's what you can definitely say. You know for a fact that in this instance, that was not an emotional play.
No, he thought about it. That took time. Nothing scares me more than an intelligent Chaos Dwarf player. As a Skaven player, oh, like you want an impulsive Chaos Dwarf player. Ooh, wrestle.
There's 2 ways to play Chaos Dwarves. Slow, thoughtful, methodical, methodical, tactically. And the other, yeehaw!
I've never seen anybody play Chaos Dwarves like that.
What, yeehaw, balls to the wall?
Yeah, no,
Straight
never.
out?
Never.
Oh, I have.
That's what Elf and Skaven players are for.
Oh, they start doing that a lot once they have things like claws on the dwarves.
Oh, yeah.
Claws, block, all the nasty.
Dirty player! Which means he was
Blah,
about
blah.
to get his ass kicked out of the game.
Yeah. Nabla. Nabla will be back after these messages.
Thank you for the ball. He
Goodbye.
finally picked up the ball, turn 3.
Well, yeah, I mean, he still has...
And he immediately attempts a pass, which puts the ball back on the ground. Ball's back on the ground.
And the contention continues. Right here on Foul Monday Night Blood Bowl.
I don't think it's very foul. Lizardmen aren't playing.
No, I was going to mention the name of a specific station.
Oh!
A channel, if you will.
I have no idea which one it was. So, good job obfuscating.
There's only one that starts with a F.
Is there?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Most of them are acronyms.
What's an acronym with you? Okay, so Chaos Dwarves actually have someone next to the ball.
That guy.
That was a ballsy start to the round.
He's going to bounce it. He's going to pick it up. Nope.
You know what? Not fucking bad.
The real trick will be to see who can capitalize on that.
Because they might be able to at least put a lot more pressure on the ball this round. I don't think they'll be able to pick it up this round, but they're definitely going to make it harder for Chaos to get the ball back.
Ooh, that means that Chaos Dwarves stand to win the game if they could stall the rest of this half out.
Yeah.
Then they'll receive it next half, and they'll blitz on through and make a touchdown by turn 16.
I think he's going to move that third Chaos Dwarf down to cover the ball. He's then going to move the Centaurs in. Ooh.
Interesting.
That was, you know what?
Whoa, that was an emotional re-roll. You see that? He re-rolled instantly on a 17%.
Yeah, I saw that. Honestly, the Chaos Dwarf would have been a better play. His opponent would have put so much resources to get that Chaos Dwarf off. But even if he got the ball up, he'd be alone, and those two Centaurs could have completely capitalized on a lone ball carrier. You have time. Take it.
Ooh, that's some claws on that guy. You see that?
Mm-hmm. And there goes the blitz, which ends in a
reroll.
Reroll. Either way, both Centaurs are down.
More claws. On, piling on. That did it.
Yep, now both Centaurs are out for the next turn. Which is
just enough time.
Pretty nasty.
It's going to move that beastman up.
I'm curious if he's going to try to pick up the ball again.
Oh, okay, sure.
Actually, that's a pretty smart play.
I'm not saying it isn't, but also not saying that's where I would put him.
Oh! Foul! Foul! Oh, who you hit?
Oh,
who
Centaur.
Oh, goodbye, Centaur.
Goodbye, Moon.
It did nothing. Centaur's fine. You know why I don't foul anything that's stunned? A bad foul roll could probably take away a stun.
Huh. Interesting.
I have seen it in the video game. Somebody kicked a stun away. And then got kicked out of the game for it.
Ha!
I think I might have sold this game to a father-son. Dad works on a weed farm.
There's a lot of those around here.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, we need to find people who want to get green cards, because I had a wonderful idea involving a beehive and a greenhouse.
Beehive and a greenhouse.
See, the thing is that there's no legal way to sell marijuana-infused alcohol. But, I mean, we're just making wine out of honey. I'm not trying to sell it. But I am curious to see if it will have some kind of euphoric effect other than the... I want to see if it'll get me crossfaded.
Yeah, I think there's ways to get it tested. I mean, it would require twice as many samples to be sent out to government agencies.
Not if we don't want to sell it. I don't think we can sell it.
Like, would you need a
That's
a
in this next
marijuana
game.
distribution license or an alcohol distribution license? Would you need both?
If it's just for us, no.
No, I was just pondering the idea of marketing it, like bring it to mass market. What kind of permits would be needed? Like who would be able to we be able to sell it to, unless we were just website exclusive kind of thing. But even then, how can we do that because it's illegal to ship through our mail systems? Like there's a lot of thought into this, but I think it could be done, but I think you'd have to FedEx it.
I was thinking about just doing an annual party. Like a pirate event.
Yeah.
Like just do an annual pirate met event where I serve my special mead.
I think you could FedEx it.
I'm not going to jail. I'm sure if FedEx found out that I was selling marijuana-infused honey wine through the mail, they'd be happy to tell the feds anything they wanted with whatever paperwork the feds usually provided for that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, it's super exclusive. I mean, it's got to be worth the risk if it's worth one whole Bitcoin. You only need to sell the one bottle, and it'll probably be to Elon Musk, which means it can be just shipped to Everett. So it doesn't even leave the state.
Oh, 1 Bitcoin per bottle, and you have to pick it up.
Oh man, how much is a Bitcoin worth right now?
Like 38,000 or something crazy like that. Yeah, but how do you cash it?
Carefully.
Exactly. Who would buy it? I mean, who would give me cash for a Bitcoin? Well, Lagor is sent off.
Whoa, it dropped almost $38. But it's still worth $38,473 US for 1 Bitcoin.
So yeah, there's an interesting idea.
God.
No, personal consumption only. I would never risk.
At the price of 1 Bitcoin, that's one person's entire annual salary on average in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
No.
Imagine selling a year of your life for 1 bottle of this super booze.
No, instead I'm just gonna fucking keg it and drink it.
I mean, that's definitely the safer thing to do, but...
Yeah. I'm gonna oak it.
Fuck. Could you imagine being able to sell it? Like, you could probably do it at something like a farmer's market. But that'd be like the only way, I think. And then you would need all the licenses.
No, I'm just gonna take it.
You'd have to be a dispensary and a liquor store.
I'm just gonna throw a pirate party, and just like invite the pirate communities to show up with their like costumes and their ship, like they do in
I think I know a loophole.
all the other pirate parties I've been to.
I think I know a loophole.
Huh?
You just get a liquor license to distribute, right?
Yeah.
And then you sell tickets to a pirate event with an open bar.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
I missed the part where you said anything about charging for tickets.
I didn't, but you don't like those. It's like going to an SCA event or a con. You always have to pay to get in.
1 Bitcoin.
No, just $50. Get in, camp for the weekend. I'll just happen to be serving my wine. I won't tell anybody what it is. I mean, I will ask if anybody's allergic to cannabis.
I'm not saying this here liquor is going to get you weed high, but I am saying this liquor here is going to get you weed high.
No, I'll just have a sign up that says this meat was processed in a plant that also processed cannabis. Or in a facility where cannabis was also processed.
House is technically a facility.
Well, to be fair, when I'm at the point
Whoa.
where I can... Okay, to get to this point, because honeybees do not want to eat cannabis, okay?
Right, you gotta force them.
I've got to force them. I've already have to have the money to build a fucking greenhouse. And this is like 10 years out. I'm pretty sure I'll have a facility by fucking then. Like at the bare minimum. But yeah.
Yep.
Pirate party.
Pirate party.
Then I just gotta find property with a lake where I can get a pirate ship built, and then so we can fire cannons.
I don't do well with loud noises.
Speaking of that giant piece of property everybody saw, did you know if there was a lake on it?
Oh.
Oh. What?
Okay, so in the past we've talked about this, about getting a piece of property with a lake so you could have a pirate ship on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, all you really need is a good like sailboat, and you'll still get that same feel.
No, I want it to look like a three-masted galleon because that's what I want it to look like.
That's like Amazon level money.
No, I could get it built for a couple $100,000. I mean, I don't have that. But at some point in my life, if I ever have that kind of scratch lying around, I can definitely get that done.
You only need to get the lottery investment right once.
Yeah.
After that, you retire. Become a recluse. Like Howard Hughes, only less famous.
Live on a three-masted galleon on a lake in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, imagine the funny commercials you could make based around that.
Imagine if I had beehives just built into a galleon. Bears could never touch it.
Yeah, but how would you make the tiny bandanas?
No, that's not even the hard part. The hard part is putting eye patches on each one of them. Have you ever tried to put an eye patch on a honeybee?
Yes, it usually covers it.
It's very challenging.
Some bees are blind in multiple cones, which means multiple eye patches to go over multiple parts of their eye.
I've been watching, good blitz, good dodge. Let's see if the blitz is good. I've been watching too many documentaries about, like, bees. I watched an entire thing about a woman talking about having to artificially inseminate their bees. And I'm like, the fact that people are like, well, you know, that's how it's done.
That's the half.
I just keep on trying.
Oh shit! I thought it was the half by now.
No.
Okay.
I just kept imagining somebody having to go in there and like get semen out of bees.
A bee fluffer.
A bee fluffer. Buzz, 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 buzz.
Help wanted. Bee fluffer. Preference is given to middle-aged men with the name of Buzz.
Oh, Dance of the Dwarves, nothing changed. Now you can go run up and grab that ball. don't know if you have enough movement to score.
Nope. Just about.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can score. He's out of rerolls. But it doesn't require a dodge check. It just requires a ball pickup, which he succeeds at.
And
he stalls.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Come on.
To be fair, it's not like the Chaos Dwarves can do anything about it.
Still, the biggest fuck you could give to an opponent is making them set up their pieces right before the end of the half.
Yeah, it really yeah.
It's the ultimate dick move.
Like, you don't even get 2 turns to at least maneuver. No, just once. How about I just roll how about I just roll these dice real quick and we'll see what happens.
Oh, look at that. Each player gains a turn.
Okay, fine. I'll set up. So I think I got the guys interested in BloodBowl.
Well, if you build it, they will come. Come, Karoo.
Okay, here's the thing. I only think I saw that movie once.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't remember it very well.
Huh.
And I also don't think I liked it very much.
I thought it was cool that they could do live-action people interacting with cartoons, like every kid's wildest dream.
Oh, I was referring to Field of Dreams.
Oh, I was referring to Mary Poppins.
Oh, no, I watched the fuck out of Mary Poppins as a child. Like, I could have... Then Disney went and shot all over that childhood. Like, I think it's the only time Lin-Manuel Miranda ever broke my heart, but I did not like the new Mary Poppins.
I heard it was so good that they're going to do a sequel.
Fuck.
Apparently, they paid Julie Andrews a lot of money to say that she's a fan.
Julie Andrews may have actually liked it. I did not. I thought it was shit. I'm upset at most of the Disney live-action films. I went into Maleficent. Paid my money.
All the dollars.
Walked in to see Maleficent.
He's going to fail this stuff.
And I thought it was going to be awesome. I was hyped up. I was like, this shit's going to be great. If he's smart, he'll
blitz with the down guy.
And then Maleficent was shit. I left that theater all hurt inside. That's right, Disney, you hurt me. Deep inside. Shitty storytelling with my favorite villain. Oh, well, he's knocked the fuck out. Feel free to let us know in the comments if any Disney villains got betrayed by Disney by you. If that made any fucking sense. He's got that chaos on the ground. Yeah, he's gonna blitz that Minotaur off of him, which works just fucking fine. Not Minotaur, Chaos Bull Centaur, Bull Centaur.
The horny guy.
Yeah, the horny
antlers.
Guy with the antlers.
Oh, he's
don't ban me pass. Don't do this. You failed like every. Come on, don't. It's a 3-up.
Oh no.
Well, that happened, didn't it?
Now, was that such a good idea?
Well, shit. Turn 8.
Let's see if Chaos Dwarves could capitalize on this.
No, they have nobody in scoring position, unfortunately. I don't believe they're going to be able to turn the game around.
The Chaos Dwarf coach is laughing his ass off.
Oh God, you know it. Especially with a one-die block like that. Oh! In the face.
It's because you vanity passed.
I like to think that Nuffle abhors vanity. It's his least favorite sin.
This would be evidence of that.
Yeah. Yep. That's the end of the half. So the Chaos Dwarves get the ball now.
Yes.
Chaos failed to score on their drive, and
Dead and injured is up to 3. Bell icon people who are knocked out is down to 2.
3 stood up for the Chaos Dwarves.
Oh, I thought I only saw 2.
2 were down for Chaos for the injuries. The Chaos Dwarves have 1 knocked out. And the chainsaw just got kicked off the field. Nope, never mind.
And he's back to cause more havoc. Wow, there must be a big team difference.
That does actually answer that question.
Chainsaw plus bribe.
Chainsaw was knocked out. You still get kicked out of the game if you're knocked out at the end of the drive. I was always curious about that.
There it is.
Because I've never induced anybody that gets kicked out halfway through the game. Because I'm never going to fucking pay money for something I'm not going to get to keep SPP on. I'm especially not going to pay money for something I got to pay extra money to keep fucking using. I don't like using star players. Like, I'll induce Big Rat if I have the money and I have no Rat Ogre. Because he's strength fucking 6 and that's fucking gross.
Yep.
What's your favorite big guy? Answer below.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually enjoying watching the Chaos Dwarf players, so we're going to switch to their side.
I was enjoying watching the chaos.
Me too.
But they foobarred.
They foobarred hard! And they lost their big guy. They have 4, 8... Holy shit, they got nobody.
This is now Chaos Dwarves' game to lose.
Chaos is down 3, so they... yeah, shit. They only got 8 dudes on the field. Yeah, this is the Chaos Dwarfs game to lose. You're right. All they gotta do is pick up the ball and slowly walk up the field. Because if you can't isolate with Chaos Dwarves...
Your ball carrier should not come in contact with anyone.
Unless you're playing Skaven?
He's not. He's playing Chaos Dwarves.
That's true. That's true. To this day, my favorite build for any Skaven... I mean, I haven't done it in a while, because I think it kind of... I should try it again, actually, the next time I build a Skaven team in any kind of league. Speaking of which, the BBLOWN is going to be restarting. I'm going to think about restarting the rats.
Yeah, you mentioned that a few episodes ago.
So, I want to build a gutter runner that is designed strictly for getting the ball out of the opponent's hands. So, we're talking leap, we're talking strip ball, we're talking, well, throw a rock! Oh, never mind. Someone got themselves a sandwich kiosk, so the crowd is actually happy.
Yeah, have you seen the size of the hoagies?
I've never actually seen that before.
Well, it saved someone.
It did. My favorite is the wizard.
I don't have a favorite.
Admittedly, it gives both players a wizard, but it's still so much fun.
He's a wizard, Larry.
I wish you could purchase more than one inducement per stadium. I've been stuttering like a motherfucker today.
Rhino Gores. Rhino Gores.
These team names were not.
No, Rhino Gores. How dare you?
These team names, these characters, yes, these names were pre-generated. Is this a foul? Do we get to see a foul? No. We see a surrounding as if a foul. Yep, there's the foul with a chainsaw, no less. Oh, that's. Oh, well,
you got another bribe?
No.
No. Bye, Nabla.
Bye!
Thank you for playing.
Well, they failed to pick up the ball.
Let's see if Chaos can capitalize.
Yeah.
Chaos is like, nope.
No.
We're going to wait for you to run up. Come at us, bro, for we are the Legion. Our gods are eviler than yours. Look at my sword.
I want to play the Far East Association so I can play Chaos Dwarves and Gutter Runners, but I can't. None of the leagues are like, yeah, sure, play mixed teams.
That shows they are afraid of you.
Well, I mean, some people are afraid of it.
And those people are wrong.
Well, okay, so the matchmaking on when you play on the computer,
Yeah.
it does take into account your coach level when it does your matchmaking. Now the thing is I've been playing on the PlayStation Network for like 5 years. I just recently started playing it on the computer. So the computer keeps matching me with people who also just recently purchased the game.
Right.
I've been tearing through some motherfuckers. And I feel a little sorry, but no, not really, because my Blood Bowl is not a game for the week.
No, usually you're dedicating more than a month to it.
I once took an entire team and just played it for 8 hours straight just to see how far I could take it as a stupid concept.
Right.
That was the halfling team.
Which half?
The 15 halflings in one tree, where the tree just threw a halfling every round at an opposing piece, regardless of whatever else is going on in the game.
Missile Bob.
Missile Bob. Oh god, I should have named them all that. Missile Bob, Missile Dave.
Rocket Terry.
Yeah, Rocket. I played that team just 8 hours straight on the PlayStation Network, just caught game after game after game, and just threw halflings at random motherfuckers. It was great. Oh yeah, it's a live game. We have to wait for them to hit buttons.
Come on, hit buttons.
He's thinking. He's thinking. I mean, you have to pick up the ball. Your opponent got closer. I think he's going to try to score up the left side of the field. And he's definitely going to pick up the ball with the bull centaur.
I think what he's going to do is he's going to wrap all of his guys around and pummel them, and then walk the ball up once the opposing team no longer has a guy on the field.
Possibly. No, I see him taking the ball up and then isolating and pushing his opponent the other direction.
Oh, gotta re-roll that.
Oh, never mind. He doesn't even... No, he's got the ball. Never mind. He's golden. He's golden. He's good. That's a bull centaur with a ball. They start with sure feet, so that's not as risky as it looks.
It's just as risky as it looks.
No, bull centaurs essentially start the game with a 9 movement.
Risky for the whiskey. Is he going to throw it? You going to toss it? You going to be a tosser?
Which means bull centaurs have the same speed as a gutter runner.
Nope. Weak sauce.
Of course he's not going to toss it. That's what lost his opponent game for his opponent. That's what lost his opponent's game.
It would set him up for a good turn 4 touchdown. That's the fastest these guys move.
I mean, Chaos Dwarves are used to a 1-0 victory. I think they'll be fine.
I think they're going to cry themselves to sleep.
Okay, bear with me here. Start a Chaos Dwarf team. Right?
Sure.
And then try to give agility skills to a bull centaur. Like strip ball. I mean, like, try to build a bull centaur that's like... Can you give a bull centaur leap? You can't give them long legs, but you can give them leap with doubles.
Possibly. Probably.
Yeah. So,
I was
like,
just thinking about the fact that you could have 2 bull centaurs on a 7s team.
yeah, easily. But, like, build a bull centaur, give it leap, give it strip ball, give it wrestle, build a bull centaur as I build my favorite gutter runners and just pay the expense. And then don't even worry about trying to pick up the ball. Just make sure your opponent never has it on their drive. Just play your Chaos Dwarves like that.
2 bulls and a gobbo, and the rest of the Chaos Dwarves are actual Chaos Dwarves.
Well, you actually have a maximum of 6 Chaos Dwarves on a Chaos Dwarf team.
Well, what's the positional? What's the line?
0-12, you're hobgoblins.
Really?
Yeah. Look at them. They're shit. Hobgoblins are shit. Movement 6, Strength 3, AG 3.
I thought they were max
armor.
2.
No. Bull Centaurs are max 2. And I believe these are max 6. But I mean, the new Black Orc team, Black Orcs aren't the baseline either. The Goblins are. Same concept. Same with the Ogres. It's the Noblars.
The Ogre 17 would probably be a lot harder to use. Seeing as you've only got the 3.
You can only have a maximum of 2 of any one positional, I think, in 7s.
No, it was any one 3. We had checked on that.
Oh yeah, because of my gutter runners. So yeah, you can play 3 Ogres in 7s. With 4 Noblars, yeah, easily. With even more Noblars, because they got that special rule, the swarming rule. So you could actually play a pretty intense... You could play that... Oh, you know what? Shit, I want to play that as a 7s team. I would play that with 1 Ogre.
I would have the 3, but then I'd have all 3 of them just tossing them.
You can only do 1 toss action per turn.
Pow, pow, pow.
You can only do 1 toss action per turn. So I'll just do that. I'll just have all my little Noblars running around the field, just causing havoc. And I'll just, every round, just tossing.
Yeah, 7s would be a better idea for the whole halfling toss idea anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you use ogres, halflings, goblins, whatever.
Well, I think it'd be better with Noblars, because it does the same no matter what. And I could care less if it lands, because it's a missile. Also, they're cheaper. And I can field more of them, because they have that swarming rule, because you get an extra D3 Noblars if you field a Noblar.
Is that D3 Noblars per Noblar, or just D3
Extra.
because you have Noblars?
Because you have Noblars, you get an extra D3 on the field.
I was going to say, because having an extra D3 per Noblar is, like,
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just the ref can't keep track, so you get like 1, 2, or 3 extra. So with a good roll, like, I could start with 10 figs on the field. And I believe it's max 11 on the roster in 7s.
I think so.
But, you take out enough pieces with some flying Noblars and you beat shit. Fuck it, right?
In the ear.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine just the pure joy if I took out like 3 Saurus Warriors with Noblars that I just happened to chuck in your face?
You said Chuck.
Or that poor Amazon team that just can't seem to catch a break because Noblars are coming out of the air.
I don't know. I think the 7s team I have of Amazons could teach your Noblars a thing or two.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably. I'm not great with anything except Skaven. They're like my Ryu.
I'm perfect in every way. No. If that was true, I'd be playing in way more tournaments.
I definitely want to go to the US Open next year. 4-7s. And I want to play that Noblar team.
That'd be funny if you win just by knocking out everyone's pieces.
I know.
What do you mean you killed my guys?
Just thunk, thunk, thunk. Aren't you gonna pick up the ball? No.
How have you managed to knock out all my guys and forcing a forfeit and still have enough on your to field? Dude, I mean, that's like, it's crazy. It'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing guys, knocking out everyone. They can't, go for the forced concession.
You know what? That would be the greatest way to win. If I won a forced concession at least once at the U.S. Open with that team, that'd be perfect. That would be perfect.
Like,
If I won more,
the
if I
odds?
was more than one, it'd be even better.
What are the odds that you would knock out into a forced concession
Very little.
without KOing yourself out of the game?
Well, seeing as how every time I have to force my opponent to make an armor check, I would also, it'd be like a knockout. So, mathematically speaking, you could go either way. But as I understand it, it's kind of like a foul, you ignore the armor break. I'd have to reread the rules. But, we already mentioned going to Gen Con.
Yep. Gen Con. Bring money.
Well, I mean, I'm going to bring fucking BloodBowl, that's for fucking sure.
I don't even know what I want to do. Like, I'm in, crisis mode right now, because normally I go to that and I play games like HeroClix there.
Mm-hmm.
And
HeroClix been breaking your heart.
a bit, but they're having U.S. Nationals and Worlds there this year. Which means really good prizes.
So are you wanting to compete?
No,
Bummer.
but I also don't want to miss out on cool prizes,
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Me either.
I'm hoping... Okay, so here's the thing. I've been spoiled as far as cons go, because I've always gone to that one literary convention.
Right.
And what I didn't know is not every con parties like writers' conventions. I did not know that. I did not know that other cons was more like a shopping experience where you also got to meet people. Because for me, con has always been about
There it is.
drinking too much,
Right.
getting laid
Too much?
way too much, and too much drinking, too much fornication, too much partying. It's like 4 days of just lost bliss. That's always been a sci-fi con for me. And then I go to these other gaming conventions, and other people are gaming.
Depends on the crowd you hang out with.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I don't know those people at the other conventions. The local literary sci-fi cons, I know those people. But Gen Con, I don't know those people.
Geeky and freaky.
Last Gen Con I went to, I didn't find a single drunk. I didn't find a single motherfucker who was drunk that weekend, much less a party.
You have to go outside of the convention center to find them.
Yeah, they were all sitting at those expensive fucking bars in downtown. No, I'm not paying that kind of money. I want a room party where the booze is 50 cents and you're not sure if it's good. Because you know for a fact they mixed it in their garage.
At a certain point, you just don't care.
Yeah.
Free booze is even
Like,
better.
Fucking Christ. The Cult of Scott Bakula showed up every year with a slushy machine full of I had no idea.
Whatever they had left in the dorm room.
No, I knew it was mostly Everclear. But it was a slushy made of Everclear and like lemon juice, essentially.
Please tell me they gave it a great name like the Oh Boy.
No, but that was the chant. Did I ever tell you about those guys?
You did.
I told you.
And they used to set up a table in the main hotel lobby.
And yeah, and try to recruit for the Cult of Scott Bakula because his career died for your sins.
And they gave out free condoms, which, I mean, I've been to a variety of conventions, and that's the only one where they give you free condoms.
That's the only convention where I felt like it needed free condoms. Like, I've been to a lot of places that give out free condoms, but like that's the only place where I like, oh shit, I actually need those this weekend.
I thought it was great. I always wanted to be in a position where I needed to use one.
I love Colin. Bacchus would be proud.
I think Bacchus would be embarrassed.
Not me.
I think we've reached a point in our society where we've become too freaky for the Romans.
I don't think you know much about the Romans.
Oh, I know plenty about the Romans. Those losers got beat by a bunch of barbarians for 2 whole days.
That sounds like a pretty fun weekend.
I oversimplified a more complex geopolitical struggle.
You don't fucking say.
I just did. Were you not paying attention?
No,
How high are you?
Pretty high, actually. I'm coming away! Build the cage! Because he's not scoring until turn 16 if he can help it.
He's going to go fight with the other centaur. Look, all 3 of his guys are up.
Yeah, because let's face it, he doesn't need to score. Because as we stated earlier,
it's all about the blood and not so much the bowl.
I mean, he already forced his opponent to not score on his own drive, so he's kind of golden. So this is a live match we're watching. If this is the first time catching our show, we do this every Monday at 9 p.m.
Pacific
Stoner Time. We welcome you to join us. We've actually been doing this show for a little over 5 years on Twitch. We decided to switch to YouTube 3 weeks ago.
I don't know how many episodes it's been.
There's a down. But that's not going to help in any way,
But it's basically our version of, going from one major television network to a streaming platform without losing the show.
No, it's like
or
going
its
from
fan base.
It's like going from the WB to UPN.
They don't know what those are. Those don't exist.
If you watch Xena Warrior Princess, you know what those are. Or Hercules: The Legendary Journeys. One day they were
on Fox.
Yeah, and then they were on UPN. Just out of the blue. Anyways, as I was saying, because I forgot.
Did you know you can get Kevin Sorbo to make you a custom cell phone voicemail?
I'd rather not. He went crazy.
And it only cost you $60.
Still rather not. He went crazy.
I wonder if he would make it say, "Hi, my name's Kevin Sorbo. I eat farts."
Oh, as I was saying, yes. So we watch live games on YouTube. On YouTube. We watch live games on Cabal Vision, whatever's currently being played live. We do this every Monday, and we just enjoy random games of Blood Bowl. And after this one, we're gonna watch a recorded game, and we don't know what we're gonna watch yet. So if there's like
we're gonna find something.
If there's like a race combination you want to check out with us, feel free to like.
You want to see your favorite team? See how they stacked up against
someone
else's favorite team?
Yeah. Or shit, like if people have teams on the PlayStation Network and they want to check out a game, I'm willing to watch it.
We should watch a corn match.
Fuck is a corn match?
A match involving a team that is corn.
They're not.
They should bring them back in Blood Bowl 2 as DLC.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah,
Just have like a 2020 DLC pack, and it's just all the new teams. It's the Imperial, the the Imperials, the Black Orcs, the Corn.
the Imperials already sounds like a naked raid in WoW.
A naked raid. I don't know.
Corn.
Oh, maybe. It's a god of chaos. And
Blood
orgies.
for the blood god. No, that's Slanesh.
I thought it was like with,
If
human
I was to-
mythology, earth mythology, and fertility. Everyone's a fertility god.
No, not Corn. He's about justice and
Sex?
No, that's Slanesh. Slanesh is about sex. Yo! Welcome! You're catching the tail end of our first live game of the night. Chaos has done a pretty good job of not scoring.
Whoops, misheard. Thought you said the other word. Oh.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Feel free to tell us.
We're about a sheet and a half to the wind.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking
I'm trying
high.
to get to 4 sheets, but I don't know if I'm going to make it.
A naked raid. I never played WoW.
I'm alive and almost not sick.
Congratulations. I am fine.
I am human.
Are you classified as human? Negative. I am a neat popsicle.
You have to apply for a special license for that.
Not if you don't tell them.
All licenses are special in their own unique way.
Why does every license want to be a snowflake? Yeah, there you go. There's that score. Lazy Blitz. Actually, I think he named his team. Utskel? I don't know what that means, though. Okay, I would love to see the Corn team in this game. I really would. I don't think we're going to get it. I think, with any luck, they're putting enough effort into Blood Bowl 3.
What are we watching?
I want
We're
Blood Bowl
watching-
3 to hurry the fuck up.
We're watching the tail end of a Chaos versus Chaos Dwarf team.
Welcome!
I can clearly understand your screen name on YouTube.
Yeah! I mean, I still can't fucking pronounce it, but...
It's Arona, like Corona. The beer, not the virus.
Oh! That makes sense.
And apparently the virus does not taste better with a squirt of lime in it.
I don't like the beer, so I couldn't tell you. Let's see if... Okay, Chaos has 2 turns to score.
I think they can do it.
You think they can
Tie
do it?
the game. Well, I mean, they got more people on the board now.
No, they don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're actually they actually have 1 less than they did last half.
Oh.
Last drive.
Oh, it's the other team that's... Sorry, the front... The middle line,
The line of scrimmage?
Yeah, that. It looked like for a minute there that he had a bunch of guys on there. You were far enough back, they looked like they were part of the Chaos Dwarves and the Chaos.
We are about to watch the recorded game next, so let us know what races and teams you want to see.
There's not enough plant-based teams.
I'm okay with that. That's creepy. Like, it's bad enough we got trees walking the fuck around.
Yeah, like, trees. And bog hags and, like, I don't know, a mid-sized plant of some sort. You can't tell me, like, some kind of snapper wouldn't be a great thrower.
Isn't that a fish? Like a red snapper?
Well, red snapper is a type
Wow,
of
you
fish.
got to throw a rock twice in the same game. That's actually pretty impressive.
That's why he has the sandwich stand. Are there any undead teams? There are undead teams.
There are. Are you
There's a
new to
couple
the
flavors.
game, sir? Because
We
that
could
is
do Necromantic versus Kemri.
okay. So there are. You know what, Arona and Nitsua, please do me a favor and list the undead teams for this gentleman, and then we will let him pick one.
Belly drum roll, please.
Don't do that. Stop. That's embarrassing. Don't.
I was able to do that even when I was skinny. So I mean, it's not like a fat joke.
It was still
Just now I have a
embarrassing.
bass drum.
So what we're watching is fantasy football, my friend. It is a turn-based tactical strategy board game where you play fantasy football with fantasy creatures. It's fucking amazing. What
It's
we're
something.
watching now is actually fairly advanced coaches playing a fairly advanced game.
This could even be the end of a league.
It'll just
It's all come down to this.
Chaos player made some strange choices in his drive.
Aren't we supposed to be watching the OrKK Open?
Yeah, about that. I apparently forgot to set the league for advanced teams when I set the tickets out, so I gotta fix that.
Oh, okay.
And then I gotta resend the tickets out. We're gonna do that after the show tonight. Necromantic horrors, which are basically movie monster villains.
They do the
Vampires,
mash.
which are vampires. Undead, which is basically all type. You got the ghouls and the whites and the stuff like that in that team. And then you got the Kemri, which is Egyptian-themed mummies. Vampires it is.
They suck.
Terrible, terrible joke.
So I got some interesting information from the UK.
What's that?
Apparently, there's a new food item that's going to be sold exclusively at the Warhammer theme park in London.
What's that?
There's going to be Blood Bowl snack gummies available exclusively through their location.
So basically, there's no way I can get this without going to England.
Right.
Please, are you? Wait, is this one of those things where you make up and you fuck with me?
What do you mean?
Is this real or are you fucking with me?
It's always time for the unconfirmed rumor.
Fuck you! I want this now. Why would you? Why do you do this to me, you son of a...
Come up with good ideas that they'll never make.
Yeah. So, 2-star player points for Apocalypse Cowboy. They did not do well that game.
Do Sounder did 5 though, so that's something.
Yeah, they got 1-star player point. They got 1 touchdown and an injury. It's not that bad.
You either do, or you do Host.
Werewolves. Well, we let the new guy pick, dude. New guy wants vampires, so we're gonna do. Let's do some fucking vampires.
We should do vampires against another race.
So, what are you thinking? Replay.
Honestly, lizardmen. They're the only other thing I can think of that's like off the wall weird that you wouldn't see in normal fantasy
Let's do
sport
it.
themed games.
Well, plus, let's face it, you love seeing lizard.
I do, but I was trying to think of something else other than that. I would say
You're-
Slan if they were a
You're
thing.
allowed to just love lizard men. Okay, so there's a 0-0 game.
Well, that wouldn't end in a concession.
No, it would not.
Okay. It's
And-
either going to be really slow or it's going to be really interesting.
You know what? 0-0 games go one of two ways. Yeah, and you know what? To me, they're usually pretty fucking intense affairs.
I was fidgeting with the little plug for my weed.
I really wish there was a way to watch replays without seeing the score before they started. Because admittedly, we're high and we usually forget, like by turn 2, what the fuck's going on.
It's also good because it allows us to visually weed out potential concessions.
I kind of wish they just said if it was a concession on there. Wouldn't that be so much better?
You know what Cabal Vision needs in Blood Bowl 3?
What does Cabal Vision need in Blood Bowl 3 besides it's
a surprise me button that just either links you to a random live game in progress or a random recorded game.
Suka Blood. Well, that's a shade of green I never expected a self-respecting vampire to wear, honestly.
Well, see, that's the problem. You can tell it's a new team because of how green they are.
Oh! Well, they got a Croxagore, and you can smell his feet from here.
That's not his feet, that's his cloaca.
Well, they're the stinky toes. And also, he should wash his cloaca. That is nasty.
They have a different standard of hygiene.
They're a half-intelligent being. They know where the river is.
Some are more than half-intelligent, but not by much.
Just you.
Do you know what a fun word to say is?
Oh, shit.
Cloaca.
Cloaca.
See?
Bulbous Poupont Macadamia. Brilliant coaching! Both teams got an extra reroll.
And a touchback.
Who does he give the ball to?
He's going to give it to that guy.
That guy!
Good job, that guy.
That guy.
It's Nosferatu.
Is he really? Is that his name? No, it's Duke Lurch the Bloodsoaker. Okay, he named it. Vampire Land. Oh! There's your precious Saurus warrior on the ground where he belongs. Count
Rex the Blood Dragon. And Stun Count Rex the Blood Dragon is.
And Talanshix? Did I completely butcher that?
Probably. But that looks like it's pre-gen.
Can you pronounce the pre-generated lizard man names?
I cannot.
I can pronounce the pre-generated Skaven names. Does that make me a better fan than you?
I mean, if that's important to you.
Yes, it's very important to me that I'm a better Blood Bowl fan than you are.
Well,
Without
I mean,
this, I don't know if I could find fulfillment in my shallow, shallow life.
I was going to say, I mean, if you can't beat me at the actual game, beat me at being a fan.
So, what you're saying is we need to play some time when I'm relaxed, not high, and trying to enjoy a sci-fi con?
No. I do put a lot of thought in the games, and I do my best not to overestimate you, which is why I don't play so often, because I don't want to break my win streak.
Well, there is at least a rerolled into a not double skull.
And honestly, the more games you play, the more of those games you're going to lose. Like, it's just factual. More games, increased number of losses.
Yeah, I think you've defeated me the last 2 times we've played now.
2 or 3, but we're only playing half games, so it's really hard to say.
Yeah. Just enough to scratch the itch. Because honestly,
play every
Blood
now
Bowl
and then to remind myself what the rules are.
Blood Bowl is great, but like I really want to play in a proper fucking league. Like I'm tired of these exhibition games I'm constantly playing around the stores. But I don't have okay, I have time to play in a league now, but still hard.
Definitely.
Which is why I'm hoping Blood Bowl 3 doesn't fucking suck.
Right?
Because I'm actually really excited about playing in the new Blood Bowl SPP progression. Because
you can spend it how you want.
Exactly.
You don't have some random thing saying, no, you can't spend it that way.
I want to build the perfect fucking gutter runner. And the perfect rat ogre.
And the perfect.
The perfect rat ogre. he's gonna be big and mean and dexterous and just a fucking guided missile of clawed death.
That's a both down.
That's a both down. The vampires.
Omniferous of Sylvania.
Count. You know what? Why not?
That's funny. Well, see, Sylvania is a TV brand. I don't even know if they're still around.
Well, that vampire just got knocked the fuck out. A hypnotic failure. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
There are 0 fucks. Lands.
He is doing a pretty good job of tearing apart the opponent.
Yeah?
I still don't know what Hypnotic Gaze does. Like, every time we watch vampires...
It puts a purple coin above their head.
I reread it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to reread it just so I can forget.
When in doubt, if Blood Bowl 3 is a flop, I say make your Blood Bowl with blackjack and hookers. And I want to do a slot machine, so when you put the coins in and roll it, right, when it gives you a win, it pops out a little single-shot alcohol rather than money.
I love blackjack, but I hate the concept of gambling.
Hence the slot machines that don't spend winnings, they dispense alcohol.
Well, no, I do not consider myself gambling when I go to the casinos to play blackjack. I consider it me paying $20 to play blackjack. When I run out of money, I just don't get to play blackjack anymore.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I have to stop playing blackjack because there's a lot of money in front of me and I don't like that. Well, you know what? If it works, it fucking works. You finally got the ball in your hands. Unfortunately, that
he fumbled
Warrior...
didn't re-roll it, it bounced off his friend, and then back into his hand.
You know what? It works. But the problem is he's got a Saurus Warrior on his ass. Wait, I think vampires are strength 4? Okay, nope, now he's got a Saurus Warrior on his ass.
I also don't do gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. We make Blood Bowl, right? But for mobile phones? And then we put in loot boxes.
It's called Fumble. I already downloaded it. I played it for like 3 days. I miss Star Coach.
Like for $4.99, you could unlock a character for your team with a couple level ups on him.
Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck I just said. They already did it.
Oh.
It's called Fumble, and I played it for like 2 days. That's a lot of Hypnotic Gaze that's working. I should probably find out what that does. Hypnotic Gaze. Never mind.
Text wall.
But card games are great, good source of conversations. You know, they are. So the thing is I used to... So I had these buddies growing up who loved playing poker, but they also didn't gamble. So what we did is everybody showed up with $10, and we put the $10 in the pot, and then we immediately took that money and ordered pizza, and then we played poker, and whoever won poker essentially bought everybody dinner that night. And that way we played with real money, but it didn't matter, because then we were playing for the right to pay for dinner that was already paid for. So it worked. At that point, you're just gambling to be the nicest guy in the room.
That's another good hit.
And he heads backwards with the lizard. Actually, you know what? Good play.
Looks like he's advancing up. People should do that more.
Yeah.
I was just trying to work out a way to turn Blood Bowl into a collectible card game.
You know, we can do that in the store after hours, especially if we're not actually gambling for money. We're just ordering pizza.
Yeah, but where do we get the artists to design the card art?
I was just thinking about having the store open late one night, ordering pizza and playing poker with some buddies.
Oh. I was thinking about Blood Bowl. That's a card game.
They already did that, apparently. That vampire failed his bloodlust check. He has gone off to get some blood. He'll come back next drive after he's had some food. He's feeling a little flushed. Meanwhile, he's knocked the fuck out.
I've been craving good chicken cashew.
I don't even know what that is.
I think he's talking about, like, food. Like,
Chicken
order. Yeah, it's like almond chicken, but it's with cashew.
Oh,
like
that makes sense.
It's got, like, the whole cashews in it. It's got the...
That's a block. That's the end of the
sauce.
lizard's turn.
It's got celery and carrots, sometimes peas, depending on the restaurant.
Well, I mean, okay, so we got a Bamboo Panda Express. We got a Panda Express in our food court, and then we also got one of those, like, Japanese joints that just does everything on the hot grill.
Right.
In our food court. And, I don't like Panda Express. It's too processed.
It's like a mixed stir fry.
Yeah, and I don't like doing. I just no, I'm good. So I don't even think I think I've been to our Panda Express once, and I ate there once, and then I found the teriyaki joint further down the food court. Plus, their egg rolls are like $1 a piece, and I can just like get 4 of them and devour them in my face.
You eat them with your mouth, like a taco.
And finally,
or a deep fried burrito.
And finally, the lady who runs the register, she sees me in line and she goes 4, and I go 4, and then she just hands them to me, and
you give her the money.
And she doesn't even bother putting sauce in the bag anymore for me, which is so nice. Because I got tired of saying no sauce, please. Because I'm not
going to use it.
I'm not sitting down to eat these. I'm shoving them in my face on my way back to work.
Hypnotic gaze.
Hypnotic gaze! Also a failure. Turn 8, and you know what? The vampires failed to score.
Everyone fails to score sometimes.
Not a con.
That's a good business relationship.
Failing to score?
No, the egg rolls.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Keep up with the conversation. Keep in mind, everything we're talking about is on a delay. And by the time we get to talking, they get to talking to us about what we're talking about right now, we're going to already forgot that we talked about this.
Oh, yeah, we're bad at that.
Well, it's just how streaming works. And that's the half.
Vampires failed to score on their own drive, which means now the lizard men have a chance to win. Nobody gets up.
And a
He
reminder,
gets up.
And just a reminder, tonight's episode is brought to you by Smart Asif Toilet Paper. For when you want the age-soft feel of a Camry, think Smart Asif.
That's all right. Weather's good.
Weather's great. Absorbent, if you will.
All right, fine. I'm allowed to have the halfling delivery service.
You don't like Smart Asif?
No, I don't. But then again, that's fine, because like I said,
Well, is Soft Asif better?
I still love my halfling delivery service. Our couriers may not matter, but your package does. Or the the Clanmore's Paper Mache Armor Company. That's the one you actually don't like, right?
Well, I mean, Halfling Express, both of them are kind of eh. But yeah.
I guess you gotta be a really big fan of Clan Wars to get the proper context.
I don't know. I think it's just that we've got this list. Some on not. Oh, I guess that computer is at the store now.
Yeah.
But we need to get that list. We need to get our files off that.
Or we can just make up more sponsors. I mean, we only need OrKK at the end of the day. Everything else is just extraneous fun. If anybody else can think of any other sponsors for us, we'd be happy to hear them. Our only rule is that it has to be Blood Bowl related. It can't be something somebody else has thought of before. And
Asif is actually a Khemri goddess.
You know, let's make it funny. Yeah, that Source Warrior just got injured out.
Interesting Lizardmen fact. Lizardmen exist in 40K.
In legend. Not in actuality.
They're mentioned in the 2nd edition Necron book.
In what fashion?
I don't remember the full context, but they are in it.
Okay. You need more context then, or you can't actually state that. Cite your sources. Cite your sources.
2nd edition Necron Army book.
Page.
2nd edition Necron Army book.
I don't have one of those.
Me neither.
I'm gonna need you to.
True, they did. See? See?
Yeah.
Will knows what's up.
I still don't know it. I still don't see it.
You have access to Google.
I'm not doing your research for you. Back your own argument up. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
I've proven this one to you before.
No, you haven't. You've only ever said it's in this book that neither one of us has access to.
Everyone has access to it. It's on the internet. The internet has everything, even boobies.
Boobies!
Some are even blue-footed.
There was a time where
other factions aside from Chaos or Ultramarine.
Well, I mean, there's still the Tau. Also, I mean, let's face it, the bugs are going to destroy the universe eventually. Somebody suggested I play Tyranids
there was also a YouTube video I heard mention it on it.
There was somebody suggested I play Tyranids as a analog for Skaven. And I was like, okay, I get how they could be interesting analogs. But then as I kept on...
starter.
Yeah. But then as I kept looking more into it, I realized there was one really kind of huge fucking difference between the Skaven and the bugs. The bugs were a fucking unified force of death and destruction. That's no fun. I want my army's worst enemy to be my own army. That was a quick turn. That was a one die roll skull, motherfucker.
We all have those days. And away he goes, and touchdown. Come on, you know you're going for the Gippy.
No,
that happens.
The worst game I ever played mathematically was when a Dark Elf player got 3 blitzes on me.
I could see how that could be bad.
Yeah, like you need to roll an 11 to get a blitz. Every single fucking time. Blitz! Behind enemy lines, got the ball scored. Motherfucker.
Oh, wow, he picked it up.
And he is attempting to move it up the field carefully, slowly. Nope, he
What
just
a
passes
tosser.
it the fuck up. Unfortunately, he gave it to somebody who's already done an action this turn, so he's stuck where he is.
He's going to get Croc Blitz next turn.
Maybe. He might be able to cover that Croxagore. Yep, he just covered the Croxagore. He's safe.
Ooh.
Well,
That blood bag's days of donating are done. He is knocked out.
ball carrier bloodlusted.
Do you remember Harlequins? They were cool. Hard to paint, though. Like the figures for 40K or like...
So they're now their own complete third faction. And that guy decided he did not want to feed on a teammate and just ran off the field. And the ball carrier is just alone in the middle of the field because vampires are unfucking reliable. So Harlequins are now their own third faction, and you can play them alongside the other elven factions if you want.
Almost as a unified elven union.
Apparently they are the guardians of the Black Library.
So what's your opinion on 3D printing when it comes to bits to customize your models or even teams that may not exist in GW models?
So my official opinion on 3D printing is...
Official.
I go for it. Like, have fun. I don't actually give a fuck. Like, people walk into my store with a... One dude walked in with a full 3D printed Deathcore of Krieg army, right? And he was, like, really embarrassed by it.
If it works, go for it.
And I was like, dude, like, I'm just happy to see you in here playing the game. Let me show you where the paint's kept. He's been a loyal paint customer ever since. So, like, I don't care about 3D printing because I'm going to sell you paint. I'll get your money.
And possibly a book.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe. But, like...
I'm pretty sure that they still get books.
And plus
but...
I'm trying to get BattleTech started in the store because BattleTech is actually really interesting to me. I've never really played except for the one time when the dude came in to teach me.
Right.
And, like, for BattleTech, the only way to get figs is to 3D print them. So, like, we actually had a guy in town 3D print me up, like, what, 30 random figs that we're gonna have painting events in the store. I'm gonna start advertising them to have BattleTech painting events and learn to play days.
BattleTech.
I'm gonna have to learn how to play so I can teach it, but yeah.
Oh, I need to get on Hero
No, if
Forge
you really
and see
wanna-
if we can do Fallout characters.
I'm all for 3D printing, and I think people should do it. I don't think that you should I do not think that you should take 3D printed models to official GW events because that is GW corporate policy, and they can make their own policies. So I don't knock them for that. But like, I could honestly give a shit.
And you know, just because they might want that rule doesn't mean we want to have to play by that rule. And
That just means
frankly, we won't go.
That just means I don't play in their store.
Yeah. Not that the one in our area is ever open anyway.
The U.S. Open is this weekend, though.
Oh, next weekend?
Yeah, for like, it's an official GW event in our area. I was planning on going, but it's like Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who are going to be going into divorce court.
Well, he's down.
I saw the local boards just all over him going, oh yeah, my wife knows I'm going to go. And I'm just like, dude, you don't see that as a trap? Okay.
Well, he's down. And he's fine. He does not give a shit.
And the blitz. And he's down. Oh, it sucks to be that lizard. Man.
Fuck. Well, that was a bad foul.
And that's the game.
That's the game. I'm Ginger Jesus.
I'm Maze.
We do this every Monday at 9 o'clock Pacific Stoner Time.
Specifically at 9 Pacific Stoner Time.
Join
9
us.
p.m.
Join us next Monday.
You never know what the unconfirmed rumor of the week will be.
Yeah, this time he was a fucking bastard.